So we should be back. Welcome back. So this flight will be a very short hop. It's only about, it says 52 minutes, which I find quite long for such a short hop. We filed 240, not 140, so level 240 is what we filed. So let's go liveries, but let me do something else. I was sure I had a Olympic. I don't apparently. All right, let's change that then. So we're going to Samos. Let's put this to afternoon time. And we were at gate 6. So let's try that. Yeah, the thing is that when I started, we have the standard Norway tour weather. It loads that in. So I have to switch that every time to live weather, which isn't a big problem. Aegean is A Alpha Echo Echo, isn't it? Yeah, Alpha Echo Echo, that's correct. So let's just recall that flight. Right. So now this time at least we have the good scenery. I'm just going to pre-file the flight plan here. So flight plan is filed. 71 Bravo. A320. Connect. Hopefully there's nobody at our position now. Right, there's Tishka coming in. I'm sorry, I missed your landing. Yeah, but I was trying to reload the scenery and it crashed the sim. So this is what the airport and the island should look like. Yeah, it does look much, much better. All right. So let's put this. It's a shame. The approach was fine, wasn't it? Right, so we're going from Samos to Skiathos, and 50 minutes flight time this time, level 240. Bit of headwind component today. So let's go there. Let's put that to Atsu, AOC menu, flight init, request. Danny, I would say almost the same, yeah. I don't think there's a big difference. I mean, not with frame generation on. So right now I have
Welcome aboard the
about
Captain
110
YouTube
FPS.
channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Negative, thank you so much for the 12 months on YouTube. How are you doing, Nick? Good. In the request here as well. So Athens is the alternate, and we are Aegean 7-1 Bravo. Okay, hold on. Let's get it right. Let's try that again. So Alpha Echo Echo 7-1 Bravo. Cost index is about 39. That's a high cost index. Blimey, level 240. And we have a temperature up there of -41. So -41. 8 degrees currently here at Samos. And right. Let's see. So oh no. Yeah, I can imagine, Nick. God. Yeah, I hope they're not you're not under too much scrutiny there with that studying. Blimey. That's all set. Okay, cool. My flight. Time is 12:44, so I think we'll go in about 25 minutes. Alright, let's go. Let's go 1310 UTC in the sim. That's 25 minutes from now. Ground services. So let me see if I can start GSX. Oh, Quattle. Let's see if we can start FS2 crew. There we go, fantastic. Shall we do preparations? Yeah, let's do that. We have a bit of time. It's still early, so... And Danny, thank you so much for 12 months as well. That's really kind. Big round of applause for that. Danny, thank you.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
So a word of caution to anyone that's getting the 4000 series graphics card and wants to use frame generation. Be aware that it does mess up your settings, so make sure that you check the data is running, etc, etc. Because that was a pretty rude awakening there. Alrighty, so let's go have a look at the flight plan here. Let's get some charts ready. Import the routing. Jesus Christ, they didn't say hello. Just snuck in here and starts pressing buttons. Test, 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 test. Right.
I'm out for the walk around.
Thank you. Are we going to bother with the fueling? Nah. I'll tell you what. Well, actually, yeah, let's do that. Request refueling. Let's do that.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please
No.
don't load aircraft.
So eventually he
until
was
the
late
fuel
again
truck
for
arrives
briefing.
and asked to do it.
So what can I say? Right, this will be interesting.
Fuel truck is in position.
Good.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and asked to do it.
So don't load it just yet.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
So that's how you do it. And now it's actually simulating the fueling. Nice. That's actually pretty neat. Hey Tavers, how are you doing? Nice to see you. So, we need a zero fuel weight of about 60... What? 60.7? Are you kidding me? That's heavy. Block fuel is 5.7. And the alternate fuel, according to the flight plan, is 1.2. Athena. So let's load the wind data. Oh yeah, that's in gallons, right? Alright, so the wind data loaded in nicely. So init A page is filled out, init B page is filled out. Let's the flight plan page. I would like to get the clearance first of all, because I don't know what runway we can expect. But it should be 09, correct? With a backtrack or something. So let's go 9675.
Yes, sir. Limit 410, descend flight level 150. Flight level 150, limit 410.
November 161 Juliet Alpha, stand 1, ready for pushback and startup.
November 161 Juliet Alpha, startup approved, QNH 1022, no pushback required.
Startup approved, QNH 1022, November 161 Juliet Alpha.
Radar, good evening. Finnair 20 with you, passing 3,200.
Finnair 20 off and fellow identified. VSID, climb flight level 160.
Climb 160, yes it. Finnair 20.
The routing takes us to Ormos, so it should be a Ormos departure. Let's see. Athena Radar, good evening
Olympic
again.
410, proceed direct Upsok, Alpha Papa, Zulu, Oscar, Charlie.
Direct Upsok, Olympic 410.
Athena Radar, good evening again. From the Agent 71 Bravo at Samos, requesting clearance to Skiathos, please.
Hello, AGM 71 Bravo, call back shortly. Break Finnair 20, proceed direct Sierra Kilo Papa.
Direct Sierra Kilo Papa, Finnair 20.
This is actually Big 575.
Big 575, Charlie Foxtrot, holding point Fox 9, runway 28.
Charlie Foxtrot, holding point runway 28, Big 575.
ATM 71 Bravo, clear to Skiathos, runway 09er, Ormos to Bravo, climb flight level 100, squawk 6704.
Agent 71 Bravo is clear to Skiathos, the almost 2 Bravo departure, runway 09, initial climb level 100, squawk 6704.
Agent 71 Bravo, read record.
There we go, so now we know what departure route
I'm back, no issues on the walk around.
Thank you.
The number 161 Juliet Alpha ready for taxi.
November 161 Juliet
So
Alpha,
almost to
taxi
Bravo,
Delta,
insert,
runway 30,
then we have our flight
also
planned
runway
route,
27.
and the weather at Skiathos, oh, it has no METAR available, are you kidding me?
Taxi via Delta Cross 30, hold short 27, the number 161 Juliet Alpha.
Let's try METAR LGS, so Skiathos. Yeah, that's a problem, no METAR for Skiathos. Well, that could be interesting.
Olympic 328, wind calm, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28.
So 340 at 9, okay.
GM 250, when established on the arc, clear for the VR approach runway 1.
So we'll do the NDB 01, obviously. And we're expecting the ETRAC 1, ETECA 1 Charlie. And we're going to go via Skopulos VOR. So there we go, ETECA Sierra Kilo Papa. And then we should have that approach. Beautiful. So that's all programmed correctly now.
Line up and wait runway 28.
How is looking with the fuel? Fuel should be finished. Yeah, he's gone. GG. Then let's start the boarding. Request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Hey, so greetings to Happy Pappy. Welcome back again. 40,000 feet
Olympic 328, identified, continue climb flight level 240.
above the Midwest. Nice. Okay, so the almost 2 Bravo runway 09. Turn right, climbing visually until intercepting the Samos radial 173 outbound. So let's put RATNAV Samos in there.
Olympic 328, proceed direct to Ruka.
So 173, and then
board crew.
and then
Passengers losses
4,000 at 4,000 or at 10 dB Sierra Alpha Mike, whichever is earlier, probably 4,000 feet. Max 210 knots, bank 15 degrees, back to the VOR, and then we go outbound 297 to Ormos, and we got cleared level 100.
Flight level 130, Olympic 410.
100 is set. Latest META says Kinich 1020. So that's set. What else? What else? Cool. Oh, we need to open the doors.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are you good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Passengers boarding starting.
That's a good timing, isn't it? I think it's a very good timing. No, that's not GSX, so that's FS2 crew. Now the sounds you hear, that's GSX again. I know it's confusing, but that's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Flight level 160, repeat 575 και να πίσω. Θα περάσουμε κοντά με 410.
Αρνητικό, αλλά θέλετε.
Όχι Παναγία μου, μακριά και αγαπημένη.
Πώς θέλετε να πείτε ένα γεια, δεν ξέρω, άμα θέλετε θα πάω.
Όχι, τον έχω
So
εδώ πέρα στο
60.7,
κάνα της εταιρείας, θα τον έχω και απ' έξω.
5.7 is fine. So RatNav is set. We'll do secondary copy active. Now, if we have to, we'll come back, obviously. So if we want fire, otherwise we'll have to consider diverting to another airport. But yeah, we'll do no start, no via, visual approach 09.
Olympic 575, proceed direct to Rugla.
And engine out is the same as the departure. Right turn as soon as possible. Intercept 173 outbound.
Morning. Thank you.
Yeah, Phoenix FS2 crew. So just Google for FS2 crew, and then just Google that and.
Hello.
Charlie Mike, confirm squawk 6773.
So this is another little add-on I downloaded from flightsim.to. So that's also nice.
Victor Charlie Lima, turn right, heading 160 degrees, vector in ILS 03.
So that's an overview, which is quite nice, and that's the raw flight plan data. That's pretty neat. I like it.
Hello. I have a beautiful flight.
Hey, Amantha, how did it go?
Passengers bus is coming.
So I think we're pretty much set, aren't we? Yeah, so my first officer has checked everything. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
So we are planning on a... Actually, no, disregard. I haven't done the performance yet. Test. So let's do that first. So that's a preliminary load sheet. We'll sync the weather. Just go with that. 19.
Passengers boarding starting.
So we'll do a config 2. Gonna force config 2. Packs off, yes. Pretty heavy. Short runway. Let's calculate that. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I say 54 flex still. That's all right. So flaps 2 down, 0.2.
Olympic 575, climb flight level 220.
So.
Hello.
So 130, 135, 136.
November 161 Juliet Alpha.
7,000 transition is correct.
Flight level 18.
Let's see regarding... So we're doing NADP 1, 1520, 3020.
Hello. Hello.
And engine out is 1600.
Hi, morning.
Alright, so we're doing a takeoff 09 in Samos on the departure route almost to Bravo. Initial climb level 100. The sector altitudes are as follows. We have 5,100 to the east and 6,000 to the west. The extra fuel on board is approximately half an hour, 1,200 kilograms.
Hello.
Taxi out, hot spots. Well, we're going to do a taxi out and taxi backtrack.
Hello.
So we're going to face the west very likely. Alpha 1 backtrack full length runway 09. So you have to be careful with that.
The Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience.
Stop margin is
Could new
pretty much
subscribers
critical
please
today.
make their way to
So
the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and
up to 100
premium
knots,
infotainment
we'll abort
will be
for
served. Thank you.
for the.
Hello, Black Box.
Hey,
2 months
Diego.
already.
Indeed, thank you so much for 2 months, Diego. Thanks for the resub and thanks for the support. I hope you're doing well. Toto, welcome back. So we'll abort the RTO for cautions, warnings coming through the inhibition phase until 100 knots. Above that, we only abort for flight control, engine-related stuff, and aircraft not controllable engine failure.
Direct message flight, climb level 40 November 161 Juliet Alpha.
Olympic 575, contact
And engine up procedure straight out, it says runway 09 5 miles from Sierra Mike Oscar, right 185 degrees to 10 miles, and then hold there. And the engine acceleration is in 1600 feet. Specials, well, not really. Visual departure, threats would be birds. But otherwise, I don't see any threats. Weather is good. Hey, Flying Paul, how are you? Nice to see you. And Amantha, you said everything's fine. And you do the audiometry and the... whatever that is tomorrow as well. Yeah, keep your fingers crossed. Everything's fine. Any questions?
No questions.
So let me just enter the data here. In... FS2 crew, so we're doing a config 2 departure, reduced thrust, threats, that takeoff runway is 09, we've got 130, 135, 136 on the speeds, flex temp is 54, cruise 24,000, thrust reduction is 1500 and 3000 for the acceleration. Alright, that's good. Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pits and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
$5,640 kilograms balanced.
Seatbelts.
On.
Adheres.
NAF.
Barrow ref.
QNH 1020 set.
1020 set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Victor Charlie Lima, descend altitude 3000. Victor Charlie Lima, roger, we have runway side. Victor Charlie Lima, clear, visual approach, runway 03 left, establish 10 miles final, 3000.
10 miles final, 3000. Charlie Lima, clear on position 03 left, thanks a lot.
Sorry. Olympic 410, wind calm, runway
So let's get rid of the ground power.
Clear to land, Olympic 410, runway 34.
So we've still got 9 minutes apparently.
Roger.
Didn't expect that call out, Roger. Right, so brakes are set. Right. That is a bit strange. Right, status. Cat 2 in it at the moment. Should be fine after engine start. Do you need to complete psych tests in Germany? I've heard that there are... Yeah, it's more EASA, but also here in Germany we have a psychiatry test. But that's done by the normal doctor anyway, so it's more general talk, and you have to fill out a questionnaire. Guys, I'm just gonna go ahead with GSX and prepare the pushback. Just in case it acts up again, so I can restart it. Hey, Elton. What about the Airbus Qatar news? Which I'm not up to date, it seems. What happens?
All stations, Athens is closing. Bye-bye.
Oh, is that because of the paint issues? And they're trying to reach an agreement on that. Hey, Sanders, how are you? No, it's not laggy. No, I don't think so. Paul. The only issue I have is the pushback. It kind of so I go, you know, quick edit, and so I try to align it.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
Yeah, see that? Then it doesn't do that. It does not. It just gets hung up on that. So what I need to do now is restart Coatl. But then that should be all right for the next time. It should save that. Total writes, doing his medical, the doc had him draw a human figure, an airplane, and write a couple of paragraphs about why I want to become a pilot. That is weird. Yeah, I don't know what it was looking for. Yeah, and again, all I can advise with these psychology tests is be honest. Be yourself, be honest. The automatic pushback works 99%, okay. Alright, let's get the pushback clearance. Although we've still got 5 minutes to go. We finished way too early. Like, how did that happen? Yeah, waiting for the final figures. Okay, they talked about why you want to become a pilot and what we do if you didn't pass. Well, typical question, Amantha. That's really typical. So we're still waiting for the final load sheet.
Ladies and gentlemen, whilst we make our final preparations for departure, I would like to introduce you to our safety procedures. Please make sure that your hand luggage doesn't block the aisles or exits by using the overhead lockers or the area under the seats in front of you. Place items as far forward as possible underneath the seats in front of you. You can make the most of the available space by putting the bags in the lockers sideways.
Simpilot 86, do you ever have an out adjustment issue? No. No, I don't have, you know.
This is for your safety and the safety of those around you. Portable electronic
Is that something with the... Are you doing that with the scroll wheel on your mouse?
may interfere with the aircraft.
Maybe it has to do with the sensitivity.
During takeoff and landing. Portable telephones must be switched off for the duration of the
Before
flight.
start checklist.
Please
Parking
fasten your
brake.
seatbelt ready for departure
Set.
and make yourself comfortable.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
V1 130 VR 135 V2 136 flex temp 54.
V1 130 VR 135 V2 136 flex temp 97 degrees. Windows
Closed.
beacon
On.
before start checklist completed.
Fantastic. Right, so now we've got the final load sheet 66.1. It's a bit lighter variable. We'll go and sync that again. That's fine. So recalculate. It shouldn't really make a big difference. It actually does. 56 flex. So I'll change that. So 35, 35. So 135, 135. The rest remains the same. Yeah. Cool. So let me get the transponder on. Aegean 71 Bravo, stand 6 in Samos, request push to start. Oh, he's logged off. Oh, he's not logged online. I didn't even hear him leave. Samos traffic, Agent 71 Bravo, stand 6, pushing back. Hey, something fishy, Harry. What do you mean I'm taking too long? No, I was finished. It's just FS2 crew that took so long.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass been inserted. Looking here. parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at buoy.
Engine 2 start. Starting engine 2.
Okay.
It's kind of weird when I have different wordings for real world and here in the sim. Starting engine 1.
Okay.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Ladies and gentlemen, all portable electronic equipment and mobile phones should be switched off as we are now about to start our pre-flight safety briefing. We are now going to take you through our safety procedures and equipment. As this information is for your benefit, we ask you to watch and listen carefully. The safety card in your seat area shows details of escape routes, oxygen masks, and life
Right, I just
jackets.
realised. Just let me check that we have Phoenix
you
FS2
must
crew.
stop
There we go.
in an emergency landing.
Because I always run into the issue if I
On the
don't
main
select
deck,
that
there are two exits at the rear of the first
when I'm
class
using
cabin
FS2 crew,
and
the
two
landing
at
gear
front
doesn't
and rear
raise.
of each other cabin.
There we go.
On the upper deck, there is an emergency exit on each side, in the middle of the cabin. In the unlikely event of having to use the escape slide, leave all hand baggage behind and remove high
On pitch to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Yeah, that's a sim issue. We're going to ignore that.
Your seat back is upright with the armrest down.
Flight
and
control
your
check.
seatbelt fastened.
Ready.
The seatbelt
Full
is
up.
fastened and adjusted like this, and unfastened like this. When the fasten seatbelt signs are on, you must go back to your seat and fasten your seatbelt securely.
Full down.
For
Neutral.
your own comfort
Full
and
left.
safety, we recommend
Full
you keep
right.
your seatbelt fastened
Neutral.
at all times and visible to avoid being
Full
disturbed
right.
in flight.
Full left. Neutral.
If the cabin air supplies fail,
Door track disconnected.
masks like this
Bypass
will
be
appear
removed.
automatically. Stay in your seat and pull a mask
Left
towards
is
you.
clear. Right is clear.
This will open your oxygen supply. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this, and breathe normally, adjusting the band to secure it. Do make sure your own mask is
Start
fitted
checklist.
before helping anyone else. Your life
After
jacket is
start
underneath
checklist.
or beside your seat.
Anti-ice.
In
Off.
the event of landing on water,
Ecam status.
remove the life jacket from its container
Checked.
and pull it over your head.
Pitch trim.
Pass the tapes round your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at the side. To inflate, pull the red toggle as shown. The air can be topped up by using the mouthpiece. There is a whistle here for attracting attention. Do not inflate your life jacket until you are outside the aircraft. We will supply life cots for babies and life jackets for infants. Finally, ladies
30%
and gentlemen, please study
set.
the safety card and take notice of the
30% set.
seatbelt sign. May we remind
set and
you
checked.
that electrical
Rudder
portable
trim.
items such
Neutral.
as games, computing, and
After
work
start
systems
checklist completed.
may interfere
Clear left
with the
side.
aircraft systems
Clear right
and
side.
must be switched off during takeoff and landing.
Agent 71 Bravo taxiing holding point Alpha 1 runway 09 in Samos.
The no smoking signs will remain on for the duration of the flight. Smoking is not permitted at any time whilst on board. If you have any questions, please ask one of the crew. Thank you.
Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 2.
Config 2. Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
ECAM memo.
Landing, no blue. Oh, take off, no blue. Take off, no blue. Set and checked. So typical. I tried the reverse just to make sure it's working, and that killed the... Restart the checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 2.
Config 2. Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
ECAM memo.
Take off, no blue.
Taxi checklist completed.
But it's so funny how the brain works. You see reverse, and your brain instantly goes into the landing phase. Love it. Samos traffic, Agent 71 Bravo.
Stabilizer motion.
Lining up, backtracking on runway 09 in Samos. Runway entry procedure.
Takeoff runway confirm. Approach path clear of traffic. Cabin crew be seated for takeoff.
Hey MAN, how are you? Runway confirmed. Set and checked. Lineup checklist.
Takeoff runway.
Confirmed.
Runway 9 confirmed. TCAS.
TARA.
Packs 1 and 2.
Off.
Lineup checklist completed.
You're firearmed? Fantastic.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
Restart the checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
Oh god.
Takeoff runway confirm. Approach path clear of traffic.
Lineup checklist.
Cabin crew be seated for takeoff.
Lineup checklist. Ready? Are you ready? Restart the checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On and auto. Set and checked.
After landing checklist completed.
Oh, for crying out loud. Lineup checklist.
Takeoff runway.
Confirmed.
Runway 9 confirmed.
Now that's
TCAS.
how pros do it.
TARA.
Packs 1 and 2.
Off.
Lineup checklist completed.
Ready?
Ready.
Samos traffic, Agent 71 Bravo, runway 9, taking off to the south in Samos. Take off.
Check.
Manflex 56 SAS, auto thrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set. $100 knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Enough.
Packs are on.
Thrust climb. Climb blue, on thrust. Thrust climb, climb out blue. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Samos 6 Mike Mike is taxi to holding point Alpha 1 for runway 019.
Super Herbie, hello, how you doing? Right, I'm gonna leave that, so 4,000 or 10 miles, whichever is earlier. So we have the 4,000, hence we're gonna go direct to Samos VOR, but we'll do that to the right. So heading, open climb. There we go.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box.
And back to nav.
Subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make
So I'll do the turn with 200 knots,
complimentary drinks,
so that we have a tighter turn radius. There we go.
Morning BB Plus chat.
Hey, Palin, how are you doing? Yeah, the chrono, it's not that complicated. So this is elapsed time we use for the flight time. So once we get the clear of clearance, we start the timer there. So that's the elapsed time for the flight, and the chrono is for the engine being on takeoff power in case of engine failure. So now that we've got climb power, we can reset the chrono. Right, I think that's Tishka there, fantastic. And Paleo, thank you so much for 34 months. Good morning to you. How are you doing, Paleo? Round of applause for that. Thank you so much. MA, no problem. My pleasure. Flap 0.
Speed checked. Flap 0.
Set standard. altimeters. I can see someone else departing down there. Look at that. Yeah, so that scenery looks much better, doesn't it? Oh, leveling off 10,000. Actually, let's continue climb 240. So thrust climb up, blue 240. Hey, Mr. Vagelis and King Crete, hello. You flying along Greece? I like flying in Greece, yeah. Always very interesting airports. Landing lights off. Seatbelts off.
Southwest Jet 6 Mike taking North Runway Banana.
Well, I mean, so you guys won't have the issue unless you're streaming like I have. So I have the problem that I always have to mute and unmute my microphone in FS2 Crew. Because if I talk to you, some of that speech is being transferred to the FS2 Crew. And then it might react to some of the commands. So that's always a bit of an issue. Now, if you're flying on your own, you don't have that issue. So you can leave the microphone open. And then once you've got everything set up with the speech recognition, I think it's worth it, yes. How did I get told this? I like it, yeah. I know it's not, you know, it's not that kind of high fidelity compared to FS Labs or here the Phoenix, but still, it's a good add-on. Very solid add-on. It's being continuously improved and worked on. Yeah, exactly. Like when I said 9 minutes, and I got Roger reply there. Or just now on lineup, when MAN came in, I said hello MAN or something, and then yeah, I didn't mute my microphone in FS2 Crew. It did something with the checklist sequence. Yeah, so I'm also looking forward to the next flight in the Challenger with Toto Ritko in shared flight. Oh no, MAN, no worries. No, that's not your fault. That's mine for not muting the microphone. That's all good. So we're doing cold weather and de-icing in the Challenger, and it is definitely worth watching because it has a lovely feature. Well, push to talk. I don't know. Yeah, you have to find a button that you press it then all the time when you talk. You can do that as well. I'd rather just mute and unmute. I find that a little bit better on average if I remember to do it. Because then if you do a push to talk for mute unmute, and you are on VATSIM, at least I get confused. Which button to press. It still has no meta for Samos here in the sim. So hopefully it'll take the right weather. Yeah, max landing weight is 66 tons. We should be getting below that. Actually, we are below max landing weight. That's fine. A lot of headwind today. Crikey. Sorry, happy Pappy, what?
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
What, you just landed or what?
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first
Right, let's see. I
class
hope I've
cabin,
missed any
where
resubs.
complimentary
Hold
drinks, snacks, and
on.
premium flight entertainment will be served.
Diego Pale Ale, and here comes Poor Flies. Thank you for the 21 months.
Hope you're well, Captain. And please could we get those passenger windows cleaned and game BB711 below?
Look guys. Just stop poking your fingers onto that window, or stop touching it with your forehead. Then it doesn't get that dirty. Simple as that. And then we got a deal. Poor Flash, thank you so much for the 21 months. I'm well, thank you for asking. How are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll soon be passing through the cabin with your meal. On the menu today we have a variety of dishes, full details of which can be found in our onboard magazine.
Oh, the kind of shenanigans that go into the cabins of private jets. Oh yeah, I can imagine that.
During the meal service we ask that you return your seat to the upright position as a courtesy to your fellow travellers. Thank you.
Yeah, Lee, that's what I mean. It's either way. You have to concentrate, Outstar, on what you do, which buttons you press. Good evening, Black Box. Can you recommend for me, please, where I can get a real PDF QH for the... No, it's not available. So the only things you will find, if you search online, is some older QH from, I don't know, some airlines floating around, but not the current ones, and I'm not allowed to share any real world data, obviously. So, let's have a look for the descent. So we are descending at Lupus, it says. Now, we're doing a non-precision approach. That means we are going to enter some data now. So we'll enter that data that we have here on the chat. So we're going to go with QNH first 9 degrees. QNH is 1013. No, that's from the 31st. That's from yesterday. That's old. I'll go with QNH 1019 because I think the area QNH, that's what it is. And I think in real life, Skiathos is closed now because it's dark, isn't it? So they probably don't open in the dark. Yeah, so we'll take 1019, we'll take 9 degrees. And the minimums for the NDB approach. Get the bunny, it's called FS2 Crew. I'll write it out for you. It's Groundhog Day tomorrow. Okay. Has he ever been correct? Because I don't know, I just find that's really strange. So the Ithaca takes us to Skopelos VOR. From there we'll start the approach. And we'll shoot the locator 01 approach. I quite like this approach because it gives you the chance to play around a bit with the MCDU. Let me do that. So make that window a little bit smaller, can we? Yeah, we can. So let's do that. Approach. Disregard. I want to have this. Samos? What did I put back? Hold on. Hold on. Import from Simbrief. Skiathos. There we go. Now we've got it. So we want to have approach locator 01. So minimums is 1600. It's a very high minimum because from that point onwards it's going to have to be visual with the runway. It's an offset approach. So the question is, what do you have available to make it a bit more, or a bit easier to fly the approach? So let me put that radial in first of all, 203. And then we want the beacon as well, because we do need the VOR DME required, and obviously Skiathos beacon as well. So we'll put that on the right hand side. 326. We'll take that, switch to the ADF position, and then we'll go at program the threshold in, so Lima Golf Sierra Kilo 01, so that we have the direct distance to the runway. Sierra Kilo 01. There we go. And then let me see if I can find that fix here. Fox Quebec 01. So that's 3923. That's this one here. And so the radial inbound is 008. And then I'll put the outbound as well, so we have a center line there. Not from the runway, but from the inbound track. And then what else you can do is you can put in the runway. And then check the runway track. So outbound is 195. And then what we'll have is both lines. So we have the runway track line, and we have the inbound track line from the locator. Right, so that's pretty much it. Next thing to do is to work out at what altitude you want to cross Skopelos, if you want to go straight in, and then make sure that you don't have a holding pattern actually programmed in the MCDU. Well, that's fine, there's no holding there. So we have to cross that at 4,000, and we have to descend down to 2,000 until 10 dni. So that's 10 miles, and we need to lose 2,000 feet, so that's fine. So what I'm going to put now is I'm going to put Yeah, 4,000 at Skopelos. And that way I can also take the bit of distance to slow down the aircraft. So let's go not plus 4,000 but 4,000 at, and speed to 20 knots. So with that data, now we have a recalculation of our descent profile. And so now we descend just past Lupis. Beautiful. So, transition level is in 5,000 feet, or 50. Decision height is pretty much 1,600. An airport is at an elevation of about 10 feet only. Right, order brake medium, obviously. Now, with this heavy aircraft, we may even get a warning that the runway is not long enough. So temperature 9 and the QNH, well, I assume it's going to be 1019. Hey MCK, how are you doing? How's your week going? 64 and a half, let's do that. So 64.5. I will do medium order brake, obviously, auto thrust off, flaps full. We'll do max reverse, manual landing, and runway is dry. Oof. Right, there's not much margin, look at that. So we've got landing distance available 1570 and the factored is also 1570. So I have a very good excuse to slam the aircraft. Right, so not long flare. Quick touchdown, max reverse. If we flare longer than 3 seconds, we'll go around. Are you ready for the approach brief?
Go ahead.
So we are going to arrive via the Etrek 1, oh sorry, Ithaca 1 Charlie to Sierra Kilo Papa. From there, standard approach, locator 01. The minimum is 1600 baro, and the go around is programmed as follows. 2,500, so straight ahead track 008, 2,500, and then we turn to Skiathos and climb 4,000. So straight ahead 2.5, right, with max 185 knots, also to Skopelos, climbing 4,000. Extra fuel, currently we need min diversion of 2.2, and so we have about a ton extra, so we can do a second approach. Right, guidance. We're going to do this with selected modes. Then once visual, we go flight directors off, bird on. We'll have auto brake medium. We'll go max reverse. Probably take over max manual braking. Backtrack for the taxi in. Max reverse, stop margin pretty much 0, and special as well. Offset approach, visual approach. So threats, well, hard landing threat, obviously, since we need to get the aircraft down quickly. So bounced landing is an issue. If we do bounce, I should take the push over take button there, takeover button. Just announce go around and wait with the flaps until we are in a good climb and we nail the pitch to a max of about 7.5 degrees to avoid a tail strike. Then we climb up. Once we're in the climb, clear of the runway, we'll go flaps, read out the FMA, positive climb, gear up, and then fly the standard missed approach. The runway width, that's a good point as well. So if you look at the airport info, you'll see that the runway width is 30 meters. So it's one of the typical Greek island issues with a non-standard narrow runway, or non-standard runway being narrow, 30 meters, and that can give you the impression that you're too high, which then of course will create a hard landing scenario because you're flaring too late. Yeah, so the thing is that Skiathos, I am pretty sure that Skiathos doesn't have night operations, and that's why they probably stopped transmitting the weather. I honestly don't know what weather it's going to take. Right, let's start descend. We're going down 4,000 feet. Well, I mean, what we can do, guys, is once we are over the water, what we can do is check the radio altimeter and then adjust the altimeter accordingly. Right, MCDU. Well, MCK, if you find something, let me know, please. Any questions?
No questions.
Alrighty. How much time do we have left? Yeah, 15 minutes. Seatbelts on. Oh yes, I do think that, MCK. I was thinking we're already on it. I thought wrong. Okay. Oh dear. You're going to be telly right in 1 hour 23. You'll be ahead of us then, happy puppy. So, oh, come on. So what will happen is that once I've landed and we finish the stream, I'll take about a 10 to 15 minute break. Yeah, thank you, Toto, because I need to download the latest beta update for the Challenger. Oh, wow. Okay, Toto, so... Right, let me see if I can find him. Let's see. Alright, found him on Discord. Cool, okay. So Toto writes, we'll be flying along shared flight with one of the real-world Challenger consultant pilots. How cool is that? So he's going to be able to give us lots of knowledge about icing specifics on the Challenger, because it's a very tricky airplane when it comes to icing, and he has tons of knowledge on that. Oh my god. Okay, so pen and paper ready to take some notes. Hey, John Mark. Well, that's guys, that's incredible. So we get the chance to learn a lot of stuff about the Challenger ops in icing conditions. Fantastic. Wow, Toto, thanks for setting that up. That's brilliant. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll download the latest beta, install it. That's a huge privilege, yeah. So we'll install the latest beta. So Toto, AJ will have the same beta, I assume. Beta 6, fantastic. Okay, cool. Is he going to be X-Plane 12 as well? Just to make sure that we have the same setup. Okay, it doesn't matter if actually one has X-Men 11 and 12. Okay, that's cool as well. Right. But Toto, you need to help me as well. I'm going to be nervous now with all the procedures. So John, you may have some questions while you're at the right place. Does anyone use ChartFox? I don't. I know that some people do, but I have never used ChartFox, no. Okay. Like a sense of humor, fantastic. Okay, fantastic, Todd. Yeah, we'll do so. Brilliant. Roger that. Right, so we've got the Skiathos VUR on that mountain ridge here somewhere on this side, and then the Skiathos airport will be on that island there. Good, so we are descending, so let's put QNH 1019. Set QNH. Approach checklist.
Barrow ref.
QNH 1019 set.
1019 set. Seatbelts.
On.
Minimum.
Barrow 1600 feet. Set and checked.
Auto brake.
Medium. Medium set. Yep, set and checked.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist completed.
Ooh, there's traffic there. Skiathos traffic, Agent 71 Bravo approaching Sierra Kilo Papa VUR for the locator 01 approach in Skiathos. Now I'm going to slow down. So I would assume that traffic is also inbound. Let's have a look out for him. Vinny, yeah, like a Wizz Air. Do a Wizz Air. Well, it's weird. That seems to be fairly stationary. Isn't there traffic coming in here? Maybe they were on a different routing to me. I don't see anything yet. Right, 5 miles. 10 o'clock, I should be able to see that aircraft. Pretty much same level. It's coming up 9 o'clock more like. I have no idea, I don't see him. How come I don't see him? That's so weird. Alright, there's lights. Okay, so we'll descend down to 2,000 feet. Nice and easy. Approach phase active. Speed going managed. Skiathos traffic, Agent 71 Bravo is outbound from Skiathos for the locator 01 approach in Skiathos. So we've got the beacon, we've got the VOR radial. Very quiet. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
There's the airport. Yeah, okay, thanks for the tip. So yeah, you're right. B, so Scone, yeah, so that should be 1020. Yeah, correct. So 1019 wasn't far off then. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we got 1,000 feet to go around the bend and 2,000 feet for the final descent. So we'll select flaps 2 as we go inbound, then we'll step descent down to 1,600 feet. Let's go gear down in the turn, flaps 3, and then just make sure that we're stable at 1,000 feet height there.
Radio altimeter alive.
Thank you, checked. Right, 2,000 feet around the corner, 10 miles will turn. Now, what I'll do is I'll put this at like 348, well, 338 for the intercept. UMAC, hey, yeah, belts are on. Thank you. So currently at 8.5 miles, turn coming up. Ten miles heading flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Gear down. Stabilize.
Gear down.
Motion.
Cabin crew be seated for landing.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
So we've got the raw data indication there. Not sure if you can see that very well. There we go. So we're going to intercept the 008 degree bearing inbound. We're currently at 003 roundabout, or 002. And you can see the needle is swinging a bit, which is normal. Alt star. Let's go track FPA.
100 above.
100 above.
Checked. Here comes the final descent point. So we're fairly good on the inbound track. There's the runway already inside, 1,600 feet for the final descent. Man your flight.
Minimum.
Continue. Flaps full.
Speed checked. Minimums. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
So, from here on, it's visual. We're trying to pick up the power piece early on. And if I go to progress page, I'll have the distance. So 1,200 feet at 4 miles. We should be right on path. And I can start aligning now with the runway. A bit fast.
1,000.
Checked.
1,000.
Checked. Yeah, the altimeter setting seems to be correct. Careful sync rate here. So we have 3 miles 900. Probably just a tad low. A bit of turbulence coming in here. Lovely. 4,000 missed approach is set.
No spoilers. No reverse engine 1 and engine 2. Decel, 70 knots.
What happened? Right, no, I'm not going to comment on that. What I'm going to do, guys, I'll put myself back into the final position with FSI panel. Well, that was definitely interesting, I have to say. We'll do that offline. So we'll go with Lima Golf Sierra Kilo. And we're going to go put ourselves on the runway. Hey, Stark, no, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what happened there. Right. So, let's go live weather. Live weather. No, it's just a presetting that always loads in for some reason. First of all, I'll probably have to throw it out completely. It's from the Norway tour. Right, I'm just going to put in the values that we roundabout had with the fuel. What was it? 4 tons of fuel, full house, about 60 tons of weight. Load the aircraft instant. And then we'll start the FSI panel, get ourselves again somewhere on a long final. Move the aircraft. What? It wasn't 4 tons? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. So there goes that, 145 knots. So I'm just not going to let the FSI panel do its thing. Climate change as a hoax. That was a weird bug. That's the first time I've had that bug for sure. So I have no idea what caused that.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience. Could new subscribers please make their way
hey,
to
Hawkeys,
the first class
how you
cabin,
doing?
where
Thanks so much.
complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Guten Abend, the same crash happened to me in the Phoenix coming into Barcelona on Sunday.
Seriously? Wow, okay. So we want to have Sierra Kilo Charlie. So in it, next page, that was 59. Let's put 60. Right, there we go. That's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. Flaps are full. And then let's go. Manual flight. So we'll put in Lima, Golf, Sierra, Kilo, 01. And let's keep fingers crossed it doesn't happen again. So one final 4,000 missed approach set. Alright. Yeah, I have no idea what caused the thing there. So, well, we'll just try to get it going this time. We'll see. So we have currently 5.5. 5 should be 1,500. So let's keep descending.
$100 above.
Yeah, runway is inside. We should be all right with the descent.
Minimum.
Continue. Right. If it glitches out again, then I don't know what it is. It could be latest update with Microsoft. So 4 miles, I'm looking for about 1,200 feet. So that should be alright. It's just pure speculation. It could be scenery, it could be aircraft related, it could be
1,000.
Microsoft related. 1,000 is checked, 3 miles, 900 feet should be good. It could be weather related for all I know. It just had that really weird kind of, you know, gust again. Right, 2.5 miles, 2 miles. I'm looking for round about 600 feet. So it should be alright. Landing checklist, economic landing, no blue. Got a bit of tailwind as well. Blimey.
500.
So 450.
$400. 300.
1 white, 3 red, so not too bad. 2 white, 2 red. Let's keep it coming down here.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Right, and the reverser work. I don't know why. Manual brakes. There we go, now it's working. Yeah, as briefed, the firm one. Now, I'm surprised to see the runway on such an upslope. Have we landed yet? Couldn't feel a thing. You may want to check your seat cushion if you haven't felt that. Although I have to say, if I look at the replay from or the video on demand, I actually put in a lot of backstick. So I really kind of pulled almost to the max, and the aircraft hardly responded. Alright, anyways, welcome to Skiathos. So this is the FSI panel, and this is actually more accurate data. So it was close to hard landing, but still. Yeah, deviation. Was it really 5 meters from the center line? I can't recall. I was focused on the flare.
Blackbox YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Eternal, thank you for 13 months. Eternal, welcome. Hope you're doing good. I mean, no doubt, in real life, this would have been quite a hard one. Not a total hard landing, but it would have made some noise touching down. And I think the reaction from the passengers would have been like, oof. But that still leaves the question, why did we have the issue? Oh nice, APU started, cool. Why did we have the issue with Oh, okay, we'll take that then. Well, that's true also. 30 meter wide. I have to rerun the video on demand to see how much off the center line we actually were. Eternal, I hope you're doing well. How's life? Righty, oh, that. Put the AP lead on. 1, 2. Right, parking. Well, after landing checklist would have been radar, predictive windshield system is off. Parking checklist. We've got the parker brake or truck's parker brake set. Engines off. Wing lights off, and fuel pumps go off as well now. And then we are finished with the parking checklist. So welcome to Skiathos. If you ever get the chance to get to Skiathos, I would recommend a restaurant down here. Now that must be such a cool place. It's probably sold out every night. So just to make sure that's still daylight. And then have a nice pizza or something here. Look at that burger! Wow! I don't know what that is supposed to be, but... sorry if I interfere here. What is that? What is that supposed to be? Like butcher's plate or something. Yeah, we call that butcher's plate in Germany. Looks like steak. I don't know. That looks like pizza? Yeah, that looks like pizza. Beer and pizza. Yeah, so have a look at the view here. Can you imagine sitting here, watching the aircraft come in and land? How cool is that? Nice. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Hey, forward. Good to be. Guys, give me 15 minutes, and we'll go on to the third flight. And this is actually very cool. The Challenger 650 and X-Plane 12, and we're going to get a real-world consultant pilot, a real-world Challenger consultant pilot who will tell us all about the icing things on the Challenger 650. And then we'll be in Jackson Hole, very cold weather, and yeah, get paper and pen ready to note down some very cool infos. Thank you so much for all the support. Sorry for the crash into the water for whatever reason that happened. I can at least say it wasn't my fault, so I can sleep well tonight. My dear moderators, thank you so much for all the help. And Toto, thank you as well for setting up the next flight. So looking forward to that. Thank you so much, everyone. And I'll see you, if you like, in about 15 minutes.